There is more news that's coming in at this given point of time. This is Donald Trump attacking Ilhan Omar again. Trump comes out to say, and I quote, Somalians ripping off the United States of $19 billion. Somalian Ilhan should be thrown out. Ilhan Omar is a total crook. Somalians are ripping off our country to the tune of, it looks like $19 billion, but that's only what they can find. Every one of them should be forced to leave this country, including Ilhan, who's a total crook. We're not going to pay anymore. This is what's been said by Donald Trump at this given point. We even have a reaction or the excerpt of that address where he's attacked Ilhan Omar again. Let's quickly listen into what exactly has been said by Trump before we put it into context for you.
The Somalians are ripping off our country to the tune of, looks like $19 billion, but that's only what they can find. And every one of them should be forced to leave this country, including Ilhan Omar, who's a total crook. And she's one of the leaders of it. Not the only, because she's not that smart. But think of it. $19 billion at least they've stolen from Minnesota and from the United States. It's actually more from the United States because Minnesota puts in, and we're not going to pay it anymore.
I love this Ilhan.
Because those are the very comments that's coming on Ilhan Omar again from President Trump at this point. We have Pranay Upadhyay joining us on the broadcast with more details on this to put it into further context, in fact, for us. Pranay, if you could just take a look at the comments that's coming in with regards to Ilhan Omar yet again from the president, and if we were to put it into context for our viewers as to what exactly does it translate to and why the attacks are being amped up against Omar at this given point.
Good morning, Shreya. And President Donald Trump has expressed his opposition to the Somali immigrants and refugees in the United States, not for the first time, and including his first term, he has expressed it very explicitly through his public statement, policies, and social media, because there are many factors, you can attribute to President Donald Trump's this stark opposition to Somali refugees. One, he perceives that there is a lack of contribution and assimilation, and because most of the Somali refugees are on the food stamps and the U.S. social security system, and not contributing to the U.S. Society. Besides that, he associates them with crime, with fraud, and many other the criminal activities. And Trump has linked Somali communities to the alleged widespread crime in Minnesota, especially because a large number of Somali immigrants are settled in the Minnesota province. And in fact, Ilhan Omar represents the province of Minnesota in U.S. Congress, and therefore she is also being targeted by President Donald Trump. Ilhan Omar is a known Democrat. She has opposed the policies of President Donald Trump, and therefore Trump has made her a prime target of his criticism towards the Somali immigrant. Besides that, he also cites the risk of the national security, broader nativism, many other factors he considers important for the U.S. security. And therefore, if you will recall, Shreya, that even during his his first term between 2016 to 2020, he has put travel ban on countries which primarily included Somalia as well. So he has been, targeting and criticizing the Somalian refugee community in the United States, and he calls it out, saying a risk for the U.S. society because there is ISIS in Somalia, and he says that the ISIS is a threat, and the United States has carried out airstrikes in Somalia, and therefore it needs to be targeted.
Right, Pranay. Pranay, let me quickly just take our viewers through another time in the past when Donald Trump has, in fact, attacked Ilhan Omar. Let's listen into what he had to say back then, because we just told you what he has had to say again now when targeting Ilhan Omar.
I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. I love her. She comes in, does nothing but bitch. She's always complaining. I love it. She comes to our country, and she's always complaining about the Constitution allows me to do this. We ought to get her the hell out. She married her brother in order to get in, right? She married her brother.